When it comes to evidence, there are different ways to store it in order not to damage or compromise it. That's just one of the things KTVO's Ella Soroka learned during her Kirksville Citizens Police Academy recently. So the question is, what else did she learn during her final weeks of the program?
Well, John, the last couple of classes before graduation were jam-packed. We learned everything from the kind of tasers the officers are issued to what a DRE does. Take a look.
After the shooting range, we headed back into the classroom and learned about evidence tracking and the importance of properly storing evidence without damaging it. The students got a lesson on that by doing a hands-on exercise.
The chain of custody is important because we have to keep it in the same kind of condition. We need to know who's handled it, and that's very, very important. A lot of cases can get thrown out due to evidence when it's not handled properly. So we try to do the best we can, training our officers and making sure things are done the way they're supposed to be done.
Then we learned about day-to-day patrol operations, everything from how officers take calls from central dispatch to how they handle a traffic stop. Then came in the negotiators for week 11. No, I'm not talking about Samuel L. Jackson and Kevin Spacey. I'm talking about Corporal Sarah Holzmeyer and Sergeant Dave Grissom. They spoke to the class and told us about their duties.
We're called out in conjunction with the SRT team here in Kirksville, and what we do is we deal with people who are threatening to commit suicide, to take their own life or to take somebody else's, whether it be they have a hostage as far as maybe a bank robbery situation or maybe a domestic violence situation where someone would take their wife and kids hostage or something along those lines.
Then we learned about what type of tasers the officers are issued. It's a Taser X26 model manufactured by Taser International.
The Kirksville Police Department has used that since 2004. It's a small handheld unit that employs 50,000 volts of electricity to overcome somebody's muscular system.
And if you were wondering, yes, he's been tased more than once. The last part of the program, we learned about what a drug recognition expert does. He's a police officer trained to recognize impairment in drivers under the influence of drugs other than or addition to alcohol. Week 13, we learned about the duties of the school resource officer.
The safety is the most important thing for the students and staff. I want them to have a safe environment to learn in. The next thing would be, like I said, any counseling. We do a lot of counseling with different kids on different issues.
Animal control also came to class and told us about the animals he deals with on a daily basis. Let's just say nothing surprises him anymore. So 13 weeks and more than 30 hours later, we finally made it. What better way to end the class than with a graduation ceremony? Let me be the first to say thank you to the Kirksville Police Department for putting on this course, and congratulations to my fellow classmates. It's been a blast. Reporting in Kirksville, Ella Soroka, KTVO News.
Thanks a lot, Ella, for that report tonight. And if you're interested in the Kirksville Citizens Police Academy, KPD says they're already working on putting one together for next year.